shorter canter, it's harder, and he tries to pop out the box. And that's what happens, isn't it? Sideways. And we get, so like, he can pull off a single change quite in this sort of free canter, I would say.
Yeah.
But he won't pull off the ones and possibly even the twos in such a free canter.
No.
So we've got to sort of make it his habit that he accepts that shorter, more engaged canter without getting too worried and swinging left and right.
I do actually want you to ride him. I have to start him off like that because he's...
No, I appreciate that. I wouldn't have expected you to do any other.
I'll have a go. I think it's a bit warmer now. At a shorter canter, I can keep the energy with it. Would you not do that, please? I shouldn't take it that far. Okay. And see if we can get them all bouncy. See if I can get them all bouncy canter.
Yeah, let's do that. A little bit of that first, I think, because you're the one that's got to go away and work with it.
Yeah. Good boy.
I don't think there's a question about will the horse ever do one. He will.
Oh, there's a terrible amount of noise on this. Oh, that's all right. Could you take yours away from yours?
Mine?
No, Martin. I can hear you. I can hear Martin very loudly. Oh. Good boy. Okay.
Right, so when you're ready, pick him up and into a collected canter.
This is me picking him up. Oh boy.
Just shorten the walk a little bit more. So it's collected walk. And it's the same principle. If this walk were a canter, it would be 2-3.
Okay.
So it's the same sort of principle.
That's what I'm not very good at, I think. Hiya. Stop laughing. Heather's always telling me. Come on, be awesome, dear. That's a good boy.
Good.
Good boy.
And then settle that to a walk. Reins a tiny bit shorter.
Come on. This is what he argues with, isn't it?
Do you want 5? Yeah. She's not given me the date. She's probably booked me in and not told me. You're 15, is that right? Thank you very much. Good luck. Thank you, and you. So you got to imagine you almost say, not so much forwards with the front leg, so the reins stay just low a little bit, and then your leg stays, but come on, and there already you can feel him trying to sort of swing out, can't you?
Yeah.
And that's what happens once we're in that canter for the changes.
Has he dropped his back?
No, so again, you just make him wait a little bit, and your leg stays put hind leg. Off all the front end. Engage the back end. Yeah, it gets a bit physical, that. And then try and settle him to one place in that walk. Yeah, that's getting better. Now you can feel the wiggles, can't you? Now you've closed the parameters of that box, you can feel him trying to sort of pop out of either side.
Yeah. Good boy.
Good, well done.
Am I sending him on too fast?
A little bit. You're allowing him to go too fast. Your legs are doing just enough because you need to engage him. But with the reins, you're letting the front be too open. You've got to resist to the point he gets the message, and then hopefully you won't have to resist as much.
Good boy.
Yes.
Good boy. Wiggle. Wiggle.
I don't let him go free to avoid the wiggle. Because if you let him go free, I'm going back to the ones all the time because I know that's where you feel like you've got a problem. If you let him go free when you're getting the ones, you simply won't get them. And if he wiggles when you ask him to collect, we won't get them either. He's got to let us collect him and contain him and energize him, which is all very easy to say. I know.
I will wallop you. Sorry.
When you feel like he settles to a collected walk and he's straight, then you can pick up the canter. You've got to be this fussy with him. Good.
Hey.
Good. That's a better walk for me. Good. Nice transition. Good. So keep him in this length of stride, but ask him to be a little bouncier. The same sort of thing. You don't let him out the front, but you sit up and you just nudge him with your leg and say, come on. Yep. And it needs to be a canter that you can just bounce around in. Was that him?
Yeah.
Yeah,
well, it might have been.
Just so we want him in to stay in right canter. See, he's doing the little things he does when I get on, isn't he?
Yeah.
When I close him up and he's like, oh, I'll pop out there and I'll pop out there and I'll pop out there. So this is good. Keep him in the right canter, a little bit quicker behind. Yeah, make sure he does something when you say, with your leg.
Good.
Try not to let him come in with the hind leg.
Good boy.
So this canter's very neat, but it's a little bit slow. I want a bit more punch. Without him galloping off. There. When he starts to change, you're getting nearer. You're getting nearer to the canter, sod's law, isn't it?
It was one each there.
You've got to make that canter. This is our task. That's better. Now we need to sort of get him to settle in the mouth a little bit within that canter, because obviously you get him contained and then he pushes too much against the hand and he's a bit blocked in the contact, isn't he?
Yeah, that's exactly right, Calum.
It's getting everything all at once. If it was easy as that, would it all be Grand Prix in a month, wouldn't they? It's not.
Thank you. Good boy. He's off.
Well done. Don't let him go free now. There he goes again.
And he moved an inch.
Don't let him get slow. Don't let him get long. Oh. Well done. All those things. You've literally got to keep thinking about it. Yeah, and you're working through the bridle until he accepts it quietly.
Oh. Good boy.
Well done. Well done. Well done. Keep him there. Good. And then do freeze on the long side in this canter.
Good boy.
That's good. Yes, you've got it. Keep him there.
Oh.
Don't get free now.
Oh, you little shit.
Yeah, so he just missed once. He got a little bit on his head.
Good boy.
Keep checking the balance and keeping the energy level the same throughout. Don't worry about those mistakes. You just correct them.
Good boy. Yes. Yes.
Make sure your aid, give a clear leg aid. Don't be so... Your aid must be clear enough that he really knows you've asked.
Yeah,
you have a very delicate aid. I'd almost crisp it up a little bit. Yeah, there we go, better.
I don't know.
And now he's sort of dictating. So you need to say, come here. Give him your mouth again. Stay active in the canter. Oh. Be straight. All those things. You decide when you're ready to ask. There's no hurry from me. And these mistakes, don't worry about them. Put him back where he needs to be. Straight. Contain. I want to see a real confident line of freeze before we do anything else.
Boy.
Well done. They were much better. Then you can walk. What I would say, you were much better in that line. At one point, I don't know if you felt it, but he just started to get away from you, and I was thinking, oh, here we go. But you sat him back together. I don't know if you felt that after the second change.
Apart from the last one.
Yeah, your leg, make sure your leg, when it slides back, there's some contact. Your leg's and it's nice that you have such a quiet aid. But when you do the
fairy.
Well, no, because the thing is, when you do your ones, it needs to be unchanged. It's got to be touch. And if the aid sort of comes through, they don't have time to work it out. You know, often once you're in a sequence, they get in the sequence as well, don't they? So you're in sync together, if you like.
Yeah.
Whereas, because he's got to learn the ones, because he's got to learn the ones, he's going to need you to physically tell him. You know? Right, so let's go on the left rein. Canter was getting better. But be aware, you went round the school about 4 times before we were like, yes, that's the canter.
Yes.
Now, there's nothing wrong with that, but what I'm saying is if you just think maybe you've got it straight away, the chances are it's probably not quite enough.
No, I do know what he's like. He takes time, and I've not ridden him in as long.
The same thing now, let's get this collected walk. Because if you can't box him in the walk a bit, it will be even harder in the canter.
Good point. Good point. And he's just pulling at me. Stop it. I'm wobbling.
Don't let him pull against that left leg.
Is this short enough in the walk?
Yeah, this is much better.
Come on. Go for it. Find somewhere to go. In the box.
It's much better.
Good boy.
Just a tiny bit more giving in the hand would be nice.
Me or him?
Him. You've got to work to make him give. You have to probably be a little bit like, come on. Stay confined. Stay engaged and give a little bit. Yeah, that's right.
Good boy.
Well done. Good. And then from there, keep him contained and canter.
Oh, good boy.
Back. Let's do a lap in the canter without him changing and popping out. That's much better. Get your weight back. Good. Does that feel any different?
Yeah. Steady.
Well done. Super.
Good boy.
Right, now keep him contained in this side canter and give very clear aids and ride 2s.
Stopping it. No.
Well done. He made several mistakes. Oh, you got 2 1s. Think. Hold him. Aid him. Hold him. Aid him. Keep going. Hold him. Make him straight again. Well done. Go back to making him straight. He wants you to let him be free and slip them in, doesn't he? That's how he wants you to ride these changes, because you let him do them. Like we're saying no. I'm holding you a little bit here, and I'm going to aid you, and you wait and you react. Hold him. Good. Don't look down. Look ahead.
I am looking ahead, Calum, and I'm not going where I'm looking.
Well done. Listen, part of us getting there is going to be staying composed through all this, because it's going to happen. Right, have a little walk. You know, they were getting better by the end. Well, you know, he wants to be crooked, doesn't he? He's got that left hind leg in all the time. So he's changing before to the left, before you, because he's in a position where he can. You're getting a better canter.
You're going to ride him then now, because you'll get knackered.
Well, don't you want to... I think you should carry on doing a little bit more. Well, I think you should, because I think, you know, we've got to get so that you get this canter more.
Well, you're right, yeah. It's just easier for you to do it.
What was interesting was you did 2 1s there, because you had him in the canter. I know you didn't have to.
They just bounced, yeah.
But it was effortless, just in the cane.
Part of it is I may have inadvertently given an aid because he bounces me so much.
I think you're not confident enough to say, come here, wait, and change. It's too much just in the flow of things and in the moment. You need to be a little bit more dominatrix-like.
In your dreams, Calum. Oh, stop laughing.
And when you give the changes, you're a bit too free about it. Do you know what I mean?
No, I'm not quite sure what you mean on that.
Your body's almost... You've got to hold yourself like you're sat now and press. Don't let your body go loose and your legs sliding, because then the aids are too woolly.
That is a valid point. I used to throw myself halfway up his neck. You've no idea how much better this is. I thought you had to do that.
Well, we all do it. I mean, I get told off for it all the time. You know, sit bloody still. We all do these things.
Why?
Well done. You're straight away putting, and you know, you don't want to overdo him, but you can walk and you can canter and you can walk and you can canter. We don't have to stress him out and work him to the ground to make our point here. Good. Your walk is much better now. You could even contain it a little bit more to check that you can. Imagine you make the steps smaller, but no less active. Yeah. And you feel him when you do that. Say, oh, work a bit more behind. Thank you very much. I'm getting cold. Well done. And when you're ready, canter.
I'm not ready. That's just coming out. Don't you do that. That's extremely rude. Come on. Hang on a minute. He's always done this.
Yeah.
Takes me on.
You're doing a good job. You keep your weight back in the saddle. Yeah. You say, come here, basically. Mister.
Good. Good.
Good. Good.
Good boy.
And then you canter from that walk. Very good. Right, I want you to do, when you're ready, 3 2s. So we're not ready yet, because he's doing his little swappies. Keep him sat together.
Oh, shit.
That he does that tells me you're influencing him in a better way. Right, now just get counter. Right, so he's changed back. Hold him with your legs now. Hold him there with the right leg back and left leg on. Hold him with your legs. Keep that canter short. This is better. Looks more solid. And now 2s again. Stop. Yeah, because I could see him. You were losing him. The ones you got were very good. Keep him. Think you hold him a bit with the contact, and you hold him a bit with your leg. It's not free. Don't ask him till he finds his feet and he's travelling forwards in the collected canter.
Oh shit! No, don't swing. Okay.
Now hold him in right canter for a minute. Don't start changes until after V.
Come on. Oh, shit. I'll go around.
Yep, absolutely.
Come on.
Yep.
Come on, I'll let go of you.
Well done. This is good. That's a better canter.
Yes, I'll let go of him because I just sucked him in the
Keep
stick.
him there. Keep him there. No.
Good boy.
Don't let him go crooked on you before you start asking. Yeah. Well done.
Boy, come on, watch me.
Your head needs to be clearer here.
That was clear for me.
Your leg must you must feel like you're pressing a button on his side. Not that you need to think that there's a button there that your leg has to press. 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 Press.
I've lost it.
Press. Yeah, walk and pat him. Because until you lost it, they were the best changers. You've got to change your aid a little bit, I think, haven't you?
Yeah. I gave him the right kick.
But it doesn't look like you are. It just looks like you're going, change. Sometimes I'm watching otherwise, and I'm not sure whether you've aided or not.
I'm not
So
sure.
that tells me the aid's not clear enough. It should be obvious to someone watching. There's the aid. Now there isn't an aid. That should be obvious.
Right. I accept everything that you say.
Oh no, I say everything from a point of appreciating how difficult it is. Don't worry.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Good.
That's it.
He's already coming to you quicker now, isn't he?
Yeah.
Even after sort of 15 minutes, he's like, "Oh, okay, you mean it."
Oh. Boy. Come on. That's it.
Well done. Much better. Much better. And again now, make sure your leg aids when you pick up canter are really clear. It's not that you grip tight or poke him, but you press in a clear, deliberate manner. Good. Very nice. Get the balance. Keep the canter short. Very good. Super job. If you can keep that canter, don't let him nosedive. Much nicer.
Good boy.
I want clear aid. Don't go for too many. Go for quality.
Ignores me. No.
He's going crooked, isn't he?
Yeah.
Just regroup. Well done. Make sure you've got a nice even contact in both reins. You keep that balance in both hands. And. Good. Stop. You made those better. He started off against you, and you made them better. So well done. Let's try again. Be bossy.
Normally do this, actually. Stop it.
Because you're putting him more contained and underneath himself. You're doing the right thing. Oh, you got once again.
Good boy.
Just go for a few. 4's plenty. Right, come out. Change rein.
Oh, I don't know what that was for.
Change rein. One flying change exactly over the centre line. Collected canter. Do not let him flow one of his...
Yes, you knew that was going to happen, didn't you? Stop it.
He's on the right leg now, that's fine. Keep him in this canter.
Good boy.
Don't. Make sure he's got to be contained, but with some thrust.
Yes, that's right.
When you're ready, clear aid.
What am I doing?
2. Yeah, you fluffed after the second one.
Oh. Sorry. Oh, shit.
Hold in. Make him keep going forward. Good. You missed.
I don't think I did.
You did. Good. And then you got it back again. Let him walk again. Yeah. You've got to stay in that canter, and your age needs to be clearer. For sure.
Okay. You're going to get on in that one?
I'll do literally 2 minutes, just see if he'll do a 1-1.
You are absolutely... I don't disagree with a single word you said.
Sorry?
I don't disagree with a single word you said. But today, for the first time, I managed to get him to stay in place after a half halt, so I wasn't hanging on.
Yeah.
But that's the first
And you know,
time
what he does on that left rein is him, like we said at the beginning, trying to escape out of the box. So if that's going to be a big issue, I would just go back to the right, and then next week... Oh, yeah. Next week he might do it on the other side. You know.
I had the shiatsu lady out, and she said he's weak on the left hind and weak on the left hind and tight on the right hind.
Yeah.
That fits in, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
All right,
it does. And that's quite common, that combination.
Are you 2 down?
I think so. No booking, mister.
Well, he won't come off, but it's bloody annoying. I'll be quick getting on. That's not that time. I'll hold it fine. But you're on. I think it'll sit tummy out when he gets home. Oh, boy.
Oh, come on. Shit. No, not down there.
It felt the best because I managed to let go, as I said to Calum, from a half halt instead of hanging over Grimda. Oh, thank you. You are. You said energise him, Campbell. Calum. Oh, God. At least it's not Liam.
Yeah.
I called him Liam the entire first lesson.
No. Wait. No. Don't get cross at me.
Yeah, it throws his front legs out so far, and it's been working changes. Trying to keep front legs tidily into his body. Okay. I suppose I got so used to him feeling the other way. I'm working on him, I think, considering it's quite cold. He's getting the hang of the walk to canter, isn't he, Calum?
Yeah, more like in the parameters, isn't it?
I'm starting with his hind legs instead of just finishing himself off. Yes, you little bugger, you missed me.
He always does it by your head, doesn't he?
I know, I think it's very personal.
I'm not even touching you. You're just telling me to get lost, aren't you? Good boy.
Good boy.
No. No. Not guessing there. No. No.
Oh, you just got him coming back to you, a little shit.
No. Don't do it there at someone's head. No.
in the ground together.
Thank you.
Good boy.
Good boy.
Oh, that's nice and tidy.
Oh.
Good boy. Steady. Nice. Good boy. Good boy. He's partly being naughty and he's partly worried. He's
Partly confused.
Yeah.
Because he's not sure what's a clean aid and what's not.
Because the problem is he does throw you about a lot, doesn't he? He does me anyway.
Good. Good boy.
Steady. Battle. Good boy. Battle.
No, you're not. You're not.
Hold on.
Good.
You can leave it there if you want, Calum.
One more alongside.
Okay. Steady. Battle. Steady. Good boy.
Good.
Well done, good lad. I'm saying he's not entirely what he looks like. He looks like he's just being salty.
No, he's not being horrible at all. He's not that sort of horse, is he?
No, but he just, and then he gets worried. He doesn't get worried particularly by you. I had one trainer who got on him and he didn't do anything very much, and she really upset him. Good boy, you're a little sod, aren't you? I didn't think he was 100% sound, so I gave him a butte last night. I won't do that again. I noticed it in an extension. He was landing more heavily, I thought, on the off-4. I didn't know.
I feel when I ride him in the changes, what he feels like he's thinking to me is, do you want me to change or do you not want me to change? He doesn't feel clear about not changing now, changing now.
That's what it looks like, yeah.
You know, and when I watch you ride, I think the same thing. You know, to be frank, they're too much on a wing and a prayer.
Yeah,
you know?
I'll run with that.
And I think that's all it is. I really do.
So would you didn't use your spur, obviously. Would you tell me to use my spur? Or just
I almost think I'd say take your spurs off and feel brave enough then to use your ankle, you know, use your heel.
Yeah, I understand.
I think I'd almost do that if I was riding tomorrow with two of my horse. I'd be like, right, I'm going to take my spurs off because I need to be able to use my legs.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know, we can't do this by telepathy.
I mean, you're quite right. I have let him do them like that.
And listen, when he's booking and things like that, you're probably thinking, oh, my head was too coarse, so I'm just going to slide my leg back. And, I'm sure some trainers have said that to you before, ask more politely. Well, that's all well and good, but, it must be an aid, Yeah. This is not magic. It's training an animal to react to an aid. So every time you ask, it must be that aid. And he must be really clear. When my leg's there, that means left canter. And until my legs move, neither do you. Do you see what I mean?
I wonder if I'm going back to neutral.
Well, I like when you were in counter canter, like if I would expect to be holding my legs in this position. And when you, so say I'm in left canter now.
Yeah.
And when you were in left canter, your legs were just sort of like this.
So there wasn't a big enough difference.
They were very, and you and him know each other, so you both sort of know what you mean, if you know what I mean. But that's not enough once you get to twos and ones. Right. Sort of understanding one another doesn't quite cut it. Do you know what I mean? it needs to be. I'm just trying to be as frank as I can to unpiece the puzzle.
I completely agree with you.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh. I haven't got over the dominatrix thing yet. Right,
but that control. You get what I mean, though. It's being controlling to that degree, isn't it?
Yeah.
That you're saying, no, I didn't ask for that. Good boy. And that's why today I just kept going around, because I wanted to make the point. No, I'm not moving my legs. No, I'm not just going to let go of you. You're just going to have to accept that I'm sitting here and I'm telling you to be in this canter.
Yeah, I accept what you're saying. It's a good idea to take my spurs off. Or put some little ones on. These are quite big. And if he jolts me around, one of my spurs will hit him.
Yeah. Try and remember, when you were teaching him counter, and you've got to hold them with your legs because you don't want them to drop you.
Mm.
And hold him in that manner, with your legs.
Right. Yes, I do relax in between what I'm doing, I must admit.
Well, the only thing you want to be able to relax is there. All this should be holding him so that you can relax the reins,
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I don't do that.
I mean, if you're, when we talked about Charlotte last time, Charlotte, if you look at her, she's quite stiff, isn't she?
Yeah.
Because she's holding them all the while with her body and her legs.
Right. I think I've misunderstood things that people have told me.
Well, I think a lot of people would say the same. I think a lot of people would say the same.
So it's not really relaxed, it's be supple.
There's a word for it in German, and we don't have a word for it, and it's called, and I suppose it's what you see in dancers, it's like a tension of the body without tension, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like good dancing on Strictly, that the professionals have it, don't they?
Yeah.
They can hold themselves in a slightly tense way, but still be fluid.
Mm.
And it's the same as a rider, I think, isn't it? It's that you can hold yourself with a degree of tension without being tense. And we have to teach the horses to do the same thing.
You make a lot of sense compared to a lot of other people. I'm going to get my jacket and your money.
Well, the thing is, from my point of view, if I don't get something, it's no good someone just telling me something. I have to think, yeah, that makes...
Yeah, I think people have told me, in good faith, to do certain things, and I've misinterpreted what they've said.
I mean, the good news is you've trained a very happy horse.
Probably wasn't happy today.
Well, no.